Hey guys, it's Angie Atkinson back with another episode of Go Ask Angie. Today I'm answering a question from YouTuber Iris Simons who wants to know whether or not I would do a video about what kind of people narcissists go after and why. Of course I will. Let's get started. So I know you're probably asking yourself questions right now like, why do I keep getting into these relationships? What is it about me that makes me so attractive to a narcissist anyway? I know I do. So, why do we keep finding ourselves in these kind of relationships and what can we do to avoid them in the future? Well, I've got three things for you today, okay? Three reasons you might be an ideal source of narc bait. All right? So, first of all, number one, you're an empath or an HSP. So, one of one of the reasons that we tend to attract narcissists is because we are empaths or other highly sensitive people, HSPs, who are wired to sense and react the emotions of others. So to a narcissist, an empath can be kind of like crack, right? It's the vampire fairy factor. Like, have you ever seen that show True Blood before? You know how in True Blood, if you've seen it, it's an HBO show. It's over now, but you could catch it on like HBO Go or something. And I think there's a couple seasons on, or some of the seasons might also be on Amazon. But anyway, so what it is that the vampires in the show are very attracted to the fairies, and the fairies can hear what everyone thinks except the vampires, which makes the fairy a little more attracted to the vampire. Okay, so when you have a fairy and you have a vampire, well, the vampire, if he eats the fairy, if he consumes the fairy, he becomes able to walk in the light, which he could not do before. And if you think about it, he, in order to do that, he needs to suck the fairy dry. And so if a narcissist is a vampire and an empath is a fairy, it's a very good comparison. All right. Anyway, but there's a video on that somewhere you can watch if you want as well. Anyway, okay. So if you're trying to fix your broken childhood, that's number two. Another theory that I have is that, you know, a lot of times when we're working on fixing our own issues, either from childhood or earlier, other times in our lives, we find that we choose our partners because they represent that unfinished business from our past. So they manifest qualities that we wish we had, right? And by doing that, by choosing such a challenging partner and working to give them what they need, we kind of can, we think we can chart our course for our own growth. Unfortunately, that doesn't work very well um, when narcissists are involved. So, I think it's just really possible that one reason we find ourselves attracting narcissists is simply because every time we deal with one, we really don't always heal afterward. And subconsciously, maybe we are trying to finish that unsolved business, right? Possible. All right. So, one last reason that I think we might attract a narcissist is that we avoid confrontation. People who are narcissists are attracted to, they're empathic, so they tend to react. They are wired to react to soothe outrage. They are wired to soothe the painful things that narcissists put us through. The emotions, the painful emotions that narcissists are always having, right? And I think that the second reason, of course, like I said, is that we're trying to solve unsolved, you know, unresolved issues in our past. But finally, because we avoid confrontation, narcissists have this way of testing people early in the relationship, right? And if you're someone who is willing to work through anything, or you get upset but ultimately let a narcissist have his or her way, they think they've struck gold, right? So if you're the sort of person who tends to be a people pleaser, or people say, oh, you're just too nice, or, you know, you're just one of those people that everybody, just thinks is sweet, yeah, you're exactly what a narcissist looks for in a person. A couple other things that I would add to the list. Narcissists are attracted to intelligent people, but intelligent people who are also people pleasers, people who have broken childhoods, people who have, messed up issues sometimes, are more attractive to narcissists. If you think about that show, How I Met Your Mother, okay? Do you remember how Barney would always love a girl with daddy issues? He's a narcissist, the character. I don't think NPH is in real life, Barney's a narcissist. So he's a good example of a kind of funny, cute narcissist, but a narcissist nonetheless. So, you know, that's something else to consider. So someone attractive, someone intelligent, someone capable. Because a narcissist doesn't want to walk around with, you know, with they want arm candy, whether they're female or male. They want arm candy. They want someone they could show off. And for women, that's going to be somebody who makes more money, or it's going to be somebody they can control at least. Same with men, somebody who they can control, someone who's more physically attractive is who they're going to look for. Uh, Men often will use money to control their victims. Male narcissists will control their female victims with money, and a lot of times female narcissists, of course, there are some who do the money control thing, but there are also those female narcissists who use their beauty, their sexuality to control the men, and it works like a freaking charm, y'all. Anyway, so that's what I have to say to you today, my friend. So, if you have questions, comments, or concerns that you'd like me to address in an upcoming video or episode of Go Ask Angie, please leave them below, and I will be so happy to do that for you. All right? I will talk to you soon, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.